Off Script with Super E recommends listener discretion as these real but sometimes uncensored stories can be filled with mature content. Hello everybody, Jay here with another episode of Off Script with Super E, coming to you from A-Train Studios. Sitting here with me, of course, in his own studio is A-Train. A-Train, say something.
Hey, everybody, it's A-Train. The studio is a little corner of my basement. Yeah, that's the studio. That's the A-Train studio.
But the beauty of it is your mom doesn't live upstairs. You live upstairs with your wife.
I do, so. Yeah. I'm not relegated to the basement.
Right.
I get to go upstairs.
Right. Super E, how about you? Do you live in your basement?
No, I lived above my parents' garage for a while, like a bum Fonzie.
You know what? I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those were good times, huh?
Yeah, well, it was an unbelievable low light in my life.
Someday we'll
urinating off a balcony is very liberating.
Well, but you did that until your dad gave you something, if I recall.
Oh yeah, he thought he was doing me a big favor. Even I was feeling like my life couldn't get any worse. I couldn't hit rock bottom anymore. So I walked up them rickety steps to the apartment above the garage, and I saw a plastic porta potty with a Kroger bag that I was supposed to defecate in, I guess, and then wrap it up and throw it off the balcony to the trash can below.
Well, that was awful nice, Mr. Super E. So now this was between the first and second Mrs. Super E, is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right,
exactly.
I got you.
Will we ever have a tale about that someday? Super E?
Right on.
Are you there? Yeah.
Hello?
I guess that's a
Can you hear me?
screaming no, isn't it? Your silence tells it all. All right. Well, without further ado, Super E, tell us a tale.
Well, I'm going to tell a couple of medical tales when I was in uniform. And it always seems like you'd see this on TV, like on Police Story in the 70s, where policemen were delivering babies in the back of cabs or their police car.
Right.
Well, one night when I was a field training officer, and basically what that was, you taught rookies who were just come out of the academy how to be street officers. And so I had a young rookie that I really enjoyed working with. His name was Burgess. And
we know him.
Oh, yeah.
Great
and
dude.
He's a good dude.
We were working, and we got a call to the projects to assist an ambulance. We didn't have any clue what it was. And so we race up there, and we knock on the door. We don't see any ambulance around. I go, I guess we got here first. Well, we'll help out the ambulance. We'll get out of here, and we'll head down to the White Castle and get some hamburgers because we was hungry. We thought, the in and out, boom, gone. Knock on the door, and some frantic young girl comes to the door. And she goes, quick, get in here. She's having a baby. I said, what baby? Who's having a baby? My auntie having a baby. And I'm like, no. I just said, the ambulance will be here. Tell her to calm down. Where's she at? She goes, she's upstairs. I said, all right. And me and Burgess were starting to get a little concerned. And all of a sudden we could hear upstairs. We could hear this start booming in a booming voice. It's coming. It's coming. I'm like, what's coming? It's a baby. And I'm like, no. And then I see these ankles walking down the steps. Well, she was pregnant, so they were cankles with big pink fuzzy slippers. It's coming. And I said, please no, God. Whatever it is, don't be coming. She comes down the steps. I could see the baby is coming out between her legs. And me and Burgess are going, oh my God, no. I think we slept through the birthing class. And both of we look at each other and our eyeballs are big as dinner plates. And we start bumping into each other like Keystone Cops or the Three Stooges -1. We're like, don't have that baby. It's coming. Put it back in. And I'm like, Burgess, screw it back in. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Put it in. And she's going, it's coming. And she's walking down the stairs, and I can see the baby is swinging between her legs. And I thought, oh, my God, what do I do? What did they do on Police Story in the back of that cab? I couldn't remember. And she's coming down the steps, And she's walking and she's giving birth as she's walking. We're like, Burgess, get her to the couch. And he's like, yeah, okay. And her niece is screaming, it's coming. She's screaming, it's coming. Burgess screaming, it's coming. And then all of a sudden I hear beep, beep, beep. I said, oh my God, that's the ambulance. Thank you, Jesus. I ran outside. It was a garbage truck backing up. I'm like, shit. I said, I'm going to have to turn into Marcus Welby in about 10 seconds and go deliver this baby with no clue what I'm doing. So I go running back in there, and thank God the baby is not coming as fast, but it's slowly coming. Okay. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, what do we do now? I know we're supposed to boil water and tear up sheets, but, you know. And then
that's
luckily,
all you need,
thank
boiled
God,
water.
the ambulance people come busting through the door. And it took them a while to get to her because I just wanted to hug and kiss them, you know, thank you. And then, you know, it's like the woman's giving birth, and then she asks us, what were our names? You know, I guess she's going to always going to name them after us. And she goes, well, officer, what's your name? And Burgess goes, Burgess. And she kind of looked like somebody farted in her face. She didn't like that name.
She didn't like that.
Then she looked at me and goes, so officer, what's your name? And I said, Ernie. And then she looked like somebody took a shit in her Wheaties. And she was like, you know, and I think she said, I'm just going to go with the Brickashaw. And I was like, right on. But we came so close to having to deliver the baby. We were so grateful for the EMS people getting there in time. I mean, so if any young coppers out there are going through the academy, pay attention to what's happening on your birthing classes, because you might have to utilize them one day.
Is it true that it actually looks like a horse blinking their eye? Is that?
It looks like a what?
A horse when they blink or wink their eye. Is that true?
I don't think so.
Jay, you've had 2 children. You know, it does.
You know, when my son was born a long time ago, I was there to observe it, and when he came out with he was face down. And I freaked out. I said, oh my God, he's born without a face. And the doctor turned him over and relax, Pops. I about had a heart attack.
Oh, that's great. Oh my God. So I just need to get a little bit better visual. So when you and Burgess are at the bottom of the stairs and mom is at the top of the stairs in her fuzzy slippers.
Yes.
So the baby is hanging out.
Yeah, it's hanging out. It started coming out and it started swinging. And I was like, oh, I feel like I'm getting light in the head. It was like Shirley now was coming down the steps giving birth. And I was like, no, please stop. Can you like suck it back up or do something, you know, whatever it is. But the baby wasn't cooperating. It was going to be born no matter how much me and Burgess was going to plead with her.
And did you tell Burgess, put it back in, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey?
Do something. Do something. I was freaking out.
Oh, my God. So the baby was born healthy, right?
Yeah, baby
everything's
born
good?
Yeah, and the best thing for that baby, it wasn't named Burgess or Ernie. So that was, they got it off to a good start in life.
They should have named the baby Bernie.
No.
That would have been good.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
No, little baby DeBrickashaw was born healthy and happy, and mom was fine too, right?
And I'm
Mom
sure
is
still
fine.
contributing to society.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yes, I still helped out. I still was a good service to my community.
Great job.
You did a good job,
stuff
Ernie.
There,
Thanks.
Super E.
You did a great job,
Yes,
Ernie.
Right on.
Yes.
Did they give you a medal?
I don't think he heard you.
Super E.
What's that?
Did they give you a medal?
No, but they almost gave me a medal for my next medical incident.
Oh, well,
let's hear it.
Right on. Let's go.
All right. I'm a brand new rookie on the street by myself. And this is when in our fair city that we love so much, the downtown area before it was rejuvenated or renovated, the main drag was basically sleazy bars and low rent motels.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a call all the way from the north side of the district to help out one of the downtown officers. And again, it was help the ambulance people with an unconscious woman. And so we head down there, and I'm hauling ass because I had to go a few miles. And we get down there, and it's a really seedy motel, And this guy, the complainant, he looked unbelievably sleazy and slimy. He had just taken a shower, and he said that his girlfriend was unconscious. But I think he took a shower between the time he called the police and came out. So something was off.
He wanted to look good for you.
Yeah, my spider senses were tingling. I said, something's not off here. And I'm a rookie, so I really don't know what's going on in the police world yet. So me and the guy I'm helping, my beat partner, we're looking down, and it's a very attractive woman, and she just had on a wife beater and shorts, and a very attractive woman, but she started turning blue. So she started looking like one of the space aliens that Captain Kirk would always end up kissing at the end of the episode.
A lot of them were green, but yeah.
Yeah, green. Well, this one had the shade of blue, and I thought, I said, we got to do something. I said, she's not breathing. Again, not Marcus Welby, weren't the guys from Emergency. And so I said, I don't think she's breathing. What do we do? CPR. And then my beat partner rips off her shirt, and I'm not trying to be crass, but the woman was extremely attractive.
Okay.
And
let's move on past her being so attractive.
And being a dude, you immediately go, okay. And he goes, I got chest compressions. And I go, okay. I got, the breathing. And
yeah, that's what you call it.
Yeah, I could think something.
Breathing
but this
for
is
the
before,
patient.
nowadays everybody uses a mask, or you got some sort of funnel you breathe into.
Well, actually, what?
I was down there.
Whoa. What? A funnel?
Well, whatever they call that new
It's
stuff
a
now.
device apparatus.
Yeah,
Well,
some
that
sort of
even
plastic
now
apparatus.
it's CPR is breathless or whatever you want to call
it's just
it.
compression.
Just compression
this
only
wasn't
CPR.
breathless. I was in raw. And so I go down there and I start trying to, because you're supposed to do 4 chest compressions and then breathe into her mouth. But we was in such a kind of hurry to try to get her to revive. My beat partner was just pounding on her chest like he was hitting an accordion, and I looked like I was playing in a jug band by just breathing. We weren't coordinated at all.
But you were trying.
We were trying, but I was thinking, I'm kind of losing. I started thinking about the CPR class, and again, I think I might have been daydreaming, like the birthing class, thinking about, how did all them guests get off of Gilligan's Island in one episode, and they were stuck on there 3 years. So I think I was dreaming about something like that. So I said, get back to what you're doing. And so I started breathing properly. Then I look over my partner, and I said, I got to breathe properly. And then we got into the groove, and then boom, here comes the ambulance people. They came in the nick of time.
How do you
And I was
keep
thinking,
beating the ambulance to the scene? Is what I want. Jeez, how do you drive, man?
But I was thinking, oh my God. I said, did we help this woman, or did we put her 6 feet under, And they got there, and they were like, the ambulance guys go, hey, you guys did a fantastic job. She's coming through. I go, are you serious? They go, yeah. And they was giving us slaps on the back all the way around. And I'm like, oh, okay, that was pretty good. I don't, like I said, I thought we were kind of fumbling it. Well, I thought I might have been. I think my D partner was more experienced. He was doing better. But then I noticed, I heard a couple of days later, they said, hey, you're up for the Red Cross Award. And I go, for what? Saving that woman's life down at that seedy motel. And I was like, really? They said, oh, yeah, you did an excellent job. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was kind of stoked about it, up for the Red Cross Award. But then I found out I lost out because one of the newer officers, he happened to save some people from a burning car.
Whatever.
And
Oh, man.
yeah,
Whatever.
saved their lives from burning car. Extremely heroic. He ripped my award right out from under me. But it is what it is. But that was also another reminder to young officers in CPR class, you got to pay attention to what's going on.
Well, it sounds like something sunk in because you did a good job. You saved her
Yeah,
life.
exactly.
Even
Yes.
though it's a lot, police work is like this sometimes. You're trying to do your best. You don't always think, oh, I'm not doing that right. But you know what? Sounds like you did the right thing. She's good.
Because it's always like one breath, 4 compressions, and then once you get that adrenaline going, it's hard to slow it down because a lot of people end up with broken ribs and stuff like that as people are giving CPR.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd rather have a broken rib than be dead.
Yes, and
So while you two fine young officers at the time were working the girlfriend, what was C.D. McPants doing? The boyfriend, the
I think he was just standing back there smoking a cigarette. Kind of like if Larry Flint could stand up, he was kind of like smoking a cigarette, watching what was going on.
Right.
Yeah, see, that's that's a great analogy because that's exactly what I'm picturing.
Yeah, it was just you had that. It was just something creepy about this whole thing. And then I looked up, and there was a couple of big bottles of whiskey, and I think pills were involved.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on. By then, whoever took over the scene, they handled it because then we were off to other runs on our districts.
Right.
And so, you immediately forget about what happened there.
Well, it's good to know that at least they were supposed to be there together.
Yes.
Some other ordeal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Whatever that means. Yeah.
Right.
Well, Super E, sounds like
Yes.
you did a good job again. That's 2. That's good.
I got lucky. Crossed my fingers.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Worked out.
Super E2, the Devil Zero. Couldn't get him.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Well, on that note, Super E, you got anything to add to this before we close it out?
No, but just close it out. And I wish everybody a good weekend.
Slamming it shut. A-Train, take us out.
All right. See ya.